the H for My Wealth Elevation goes back to the history. And I always, again, I like to start with the history and go back to the root point because I think it helps us understand exactly what's going on. And like most things European, in this case, as I said before, it goes back to the aspect of slavery. Now, if you're thinking of the transatlantic trade, where you have the spices for the slaves, the rum, the gunpowder, all of those exchanges and all those routes took one form of transportation, and that's the ship. And unless the king built the ship, it was very rare that you could find one person who had enough resources to build a boat. So what did the people do is they pooled their resources together so that they could build the boat. And as they are building the boat, the percentage that you put in would be the percentage that you would get back when the boat returned. So if I give you 10% of whatever the amount is of that boat, when it comes back, you're going to get 10% of those goods. So when you get that 10% back, they're giving you a receipt to say that, hey, Brad owns 10% of the Good Hope ship Jesus. And when it comes back, he's due 10% of those goods. So I give my money, and I'm waiting on the boat to come back with my goods. Now, before I give my money, much like what we do today, there are certain things that you want to know about this ship. For one, who's building the ship? Are they smart craftsmen? Are they knowledgeable? Are these just some rookies who are just trying to build a ship? Where are they getting the materials from? Is it quality materials? Who's the captain of the boat? Like the CEO. What's the crew like? What experience do they have? What you're trying to figure out is, what are the odds that this ship is going to come back with some goods that we need and more than the money that I put in? So they build the boat, they send the boat off. Now, it's not like the plane where you can go 4 hours, I drop down, I come back 4 hours, we got the goods and services. No, this ship departs for years before it comes back, months before it comes back. And so what's happening is you have this receipt that says, when the boat comes back, Brad's gonna get 10% of the goods if it comes back. But let's just say, hey, good captain, good crew, the ship is great, the boat's coming back. But when the boat left, I had money. Now that I've been waiting 6 months, a year for the boat to come back, and the boat hasn't come back, I'm running out of money. And so I say, you know what? Hey, Jeff, I have a certificate that when the boat comes back, I'll get 10% of the goods. Now, I paid $100 for it, but I'll sell it to you for $150. $150? Man, it's the best captain in the world is captaining this boat. We know we're going to come back with a lot of goods. I just can't wait it out for my money to come back. And so you say, okay, I think that is a good captain. I think that's a good boat. Yeah, I'll give you $150. So now he's out of it. The original purchaser, he couldn't wait anymore. He needed some money. Now Jeff is waiting for the boat to come back. And sure enough, the boat comes back. And instead of him getting $150 worth, man, this boat brings it and he has $5,000 worth on a $150 investment. And so, they started realizing that we can exchange these certificates and make money until the boat actually comes back. Now, say I have a certificate, but the captain of the boat has got a drinking problem. He's hired his sons and his daughters to be crew members. It looks shaky. They use poor craftsmen. When they put the boat in the water, it didn't hit the level line. And so you like, I'm gonna exchange my stock, my little certificate, for when the boat's gonna come back. And you say, hey Jeff, I paid $100 and the boat's supposed to come back. And Jeff says, who's the captain of that boat? Oh yeah, that's the one who hired his sons and his daughters. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to give you no $150 for that. He's like, well man, I'll take $120. Nah, man, just give me whatever you can give me. And so when he started out paying $100, now he's just taking whatever he can get. So now it may be $80. Now the boat could come back and it could still be $10,000 worth of goods, or $5,000 for that person, or it could be nothing. And so the whole game derived from waiting for the boat to come back and using the receipts and making the money and trading the receipts for someone who feels, I think this boat is going to bring back $10,000 worth. I think this boat is going to bring back $20,000 worth. I'll give you whatever you want for that receipt because I know at a certain amount I'm going to get my money back. And that's the history of the market.